Thank you. Thank you for your service to Canada and to Canadians, and appreciate the testimony you've given to this committee. On the point raised actually by Madam Lambropoulos around the notion, which we have heard at this committee, that it is considered by many to contain more career risk to do the right thing than there is to suppress information. We had testimony from Patrick White, who said, quote, "I struggle to find the name of a single senior member of the forces who has been held accountable for anything other than their own personal conduct." In other words, has anyone been relieved of command for the 2,000 sexual assaults that occurred last year or in the year before that? We're still dealing with these problems 8 years after Operation Honor. So where's the leadership and accountability for the pervasiveness of sexual misconduct?
So, Mr. Chair, I have seen mid-level commanders, higher-level commanders given remedial measures, administrative action for mishandling cases, for not taking appropriate action, and so that perception, while it may be prevalent, is changing as actions, tangible actions, when required, are being taken.
In response to an earlier question, that it is unacceptable for reprisals to take place when people file grievances. Yet we've also heard, and from other witnesses, that reprisals are subtle and they are difficult to document or to track. One member just happens to not get the promotion that another member gets, and members are left to wonder about what motivates any of a number of micro promotion is a big thing, but there are a whole series of much smaller decisions that in total look like reprisals. So how will you address, it's fair to say it's unacceptable, how will you, or how would you recommend your successor to make it, to ensure that reprisals actually do not happen?
So, Mr. Chair, the Canadian Armed Forces is very much a human organization. And what the member is talking about is human behavior, whether it's reprisals, whether it's personality conflict, and the like. And so this is a wider problem. This is a wider challenge than just reprisals. It's how we deal with each other. It's how an individual leads. And so you mentioned promotions. We are striving to ensure that promotion boards have wide representation, so it's not the voice of just one person that carries the day. As we change the way that we train leaders and have much more of an emotional intelligence approach, much more of a sense of not having a cookie-cutter solution for leading your subordinates, an understanding of power dynamics, which is now being incorporated into our leadership training. These are a myriad of human condition issues that we are addressing so that we can be a better organization. But there is not just one silver bullet for this, not just one solution, and we have to continue to advance this on multiple fronts.
Committee also heard that complaining to the Information Commissioner and the Privacy Commissioner is not an exception to getting information. It's part of the process. You will not get your information unless you make a complaint. So in other words, information is not proactively given, that delay is a built-in tactic to suppress information. So does this testimony indicate a properly functioning access to information system, and what will happen to what has been done to address this?
So, Mr. Chair, there's a number of aspects I was actually surprised to find out about in our own system. So, for example, on retirement, not that I'm interested in this at this point, but it used to be the case to get your medical records, you had to put in an ATIP request. 2018, that was changed. It's the requirement or the desire to have your own personnel records. We're changing that as well as we speak. That'll be.
We only have a moment left. The change was made in 2018, and is the problem solved? Do people get their information?
That was for medical records, and yes, that has been changed. The issue with personnel records, and some of these personnel records are quite thick. That is being changed.